Welcome to our video series introducing website creation. In this video, we'll explore background color to improve page appearance. Now, in this video, even though to this point we've effectively created a website, and I believe it's very functional and looks good enough, what I'll talk you through here are some ways you can improve the appearance even more. And of course, you can use these tips for any sort of website you wish. One tactic, if we go back to Composer, is just to change the color of this left column slightly. Currently, it looks like this, as you see, but we can try to change the color of this left column. So what we can do is just choose this cell, double-click, and background color, and click here to change the color. And here are the options. What I've used previously that I would suggest, I've used a very light gray, and it makes quite a dramatic difference in how the page looks, but it's not dark enough to make it difficult to read the text. So it appears the lightest gray is here. But of course, if we manually enter a color here, we can select an even lighter color. We have more flexibility that way. But let's just OK that, and OK that. Then we'll do the same here. Just double-click, background color, choose this gray, OK, and OK. And let's save that and see how it looks. Back to the browser and refresh, and OK. One thing we don't want is this dividing line, if possible. It shows where the border is. So let's go back to Composer. And what we can do to get rid of that, just double-click anywhere. And excuse me, I didn't want to select the text. Double-click anywhere in the blank space of the table, and double-click to bring up the table properties. Let's go to Table tab and change spacing to 0. OK, there we go. Now if we save, back to the browser and refresh, and OK, the line is gone. So there's no space at all within the borders. So you see how that works. And we need to include one more there, don't we? Back to Composer. Double-click here, background color, choose a color, light gray, OK, and OK. And save, back to the browser, refresh, and OK. So that's one choice of color. And I've just done a quick Google search, and if we search for HTML color reference, and they give us some useful sites, but what I particularly wanted to do was dive into different shades of gray, particularly the lighter shades of gray I could find, so I added Grayscale, and there are some good sites there. So here's one of them, and you see that it gives you the codes for a lot of different colors. The lightest looking gray is this one. So hash or pound symbol and 6 E's. So back to Composer, and let's quickly change this. So double-click here, click here, and change this from 6 C's to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 E's. Let's select that, copy and OK. Then do the same here. Double-click and a background color, and replace that, all the C's, with all the E's. OK, OK, and you can see how the color is changing. One more. Double-click, select, and paste. OK, OK, and save. Back to the browser, and actually we don't want this page. We want this page, our demo page. Refresh, and there we go. You see how it looks now. I think that works better. A light shade of gray still allows the text to be very legible, but I think it breaks up the page nicely and makes it look more professional. Actually, just for your interest, let's go back to Composer and actually change the color here, the navigation at the top. Okay, let's just paste it in. The hash symbol and 6 E's. OK, OK. And at the bottom, double-click, and excuse me, we selected the text by accident, and it brings up this advanced property editor, which we don't want. Cancel that, and just click here in the blank area of the table. And OK, it's a little bit tricky to select this. Let's try again. Let's click here, put the cursor there, and double-click here. There we go. Background color, select, and hash symbol and 6 E's. OK, OK. Now, if we save to the browser, refresh, you see how that's starting to look. Personally speaking, I preferred it when I didn't have this gray at the top, but you could play around with this and use whatever you prefer. And there it is at the bottom as well. Just to round out this demonstration, let's go back to Composer. And let's quickly change the background color of the page. Okay, background color, click, and let's go there. One of the lighter grays available. Okay, OK. Save. To the browser, refresh. So you can see how it's starting to look. You can play around with those colors and see what you prefer now that you see how this works. Even small color changes can make the page look dramatically different and even more professional and easier to use.